Am I in the wrong for telling my fiancé that I might not want to marry him anymore after he demanded a paternity test? I, 28F, and my fiancé, Ryan, 30EM, have been together for 2 years, and we've been engaged for about 6 months. For the most part, things have been great between us. We've talked about starting a family in the future, but we were never in a rush. However, life had other plans. Last week, I found out that I'm pregnant. It wasn't planned, but I was over the moon when I saw the positive test. I've always wanted to be a mom, and while this wasn't the timing we had in mind, I was excited to start this new chapter with Ryan. When he got home from work, I sat him down and told him the news. I expected him to be shocked, maybe even a little nervous, but I thought he'd share in my excitement. Instead, his face went pale, and he just stared at me for what felt like an eternity. Then, out of nowhere, he asked, "Are you sure it's mine?" I was completely taken aback. I didn't know what to say at first. Ryan and I have always had a strong, trusting relationship. Or at least I thought we did. I've never given him any reason to doubt my faithfulness, so his question felt like a punch to the gut. And the one thing I can think of is that when we were still in our college years, I did accrue a high body count, including a close friend of his that we are still friends with to this day. He has always been insecure about this, although I have been nothing but faithful to him since we got married. I told him, as calmly as I could, that of course it's his. We've always been exclusive, and I've never cheated on him. But instead of apologizing or showing any relief, he doubled down and said he wanted a paternity test. Just to be sure. I was hurt and furious. I asked him why he would even think I'd cheat on him. He just shrugged and said it's better to be safe than sorry, and that it's a reasonable request given the situation. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I told him that if he really thought so little of me, maybe he wasn't the person I should be having a child with. That led to a huge argument. He accused me of overreacting and said that my refusal to take the test was suspicious. I told him that his demand for a paternity test was insulting and showed that he clearly didn't trust me. I eventually agreed to the test, but I made it clear that I wasn't happy about it, and that this had seriously damaged our relationship. Since then, things have been tense between us. Ryan has been distant, and I'm struggling with the idea that the man I'm supposed to marry doesn't trust me enough to believe that I'm carrying his child. I talked to my best friend about it, and she said that while Ryan's request was out of line, I might have overreacted by threatening to call off the engagement. She thinks I should try to understand where he's coming from and that maybe he's just scared and not handling it well. Now, I'm questioning everything. Was I wrong to get so upset? Should I be more understanding of his concerns, or am I justified in feeling betrayed?